There you go. There you
Right.
go. Lights, camera, action. I know. We run into this all the time. I don't know what it is with the intro, but
It's what it is.
yeah.
Hi, how are you? How
I'm
is
good.
everybody else? And welcome to the channel. Welcome to Craving Cars Live, as I messed that one up. I'm Corey Pratt,
I'm Chris Ruck.
and this is Craving Cars Live.
And it's our season opener, which
Yes.
means we're rusty as hell.
Well, we'll get into the groove
Right.
one of these years.
We will.
Yeah, we'll make it. We'll be doing good.
Yeah.
So that way, all you thousands and thousands of followers out there are, well, you deserve the best. And we have Chris, so we're not going to quite get the best.
Well, I
but
know.
it's
I'm kind of a
close.
substitute
You got
teacher.
me. Half of it's good.
That's right.
We're all there. How you been doing, man? I know we technically planned on being on last week.
Last
but
week.
there was a little
Yep.
bit.
Yeah, we
It
had
was a
some
little
glitches.
too soon from the one previous.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
had to kick off more proper in the season.
And we had some technical things that we were working through, but as you could tell, we're still. Even today, I had to
Technical.
rebuild a whole production computer just to
Technically.
make this work. So,
All right. Like I said, welcome to everybody once again, and we do have some guests that will be here in the studio. We'll introduce those shortly, but before that, we have things that have been put in motion to help make this show happen, which is sponsors. You want to talk to us about that, Chris?
yeah, well, you know what? Our biggest one, let's just call them out right now. Let's go with Flying H Drag Strip, I-70 Speedway
Not to say
location.
they're necessarily any bigger than the rest of our sponsors, but what are they? They
Yeah,
are.
but they are newest.
They are newest.
Our
They are-
newest,
They are
yep.
new to Craving Cars, and we are happy to have them on board. Flying H Drag Strip.
That's right.
Out at the I-70 Speedway. What is there anything that people? Can
Well, you
expect
know
more
what the
from
big
us?
deal is we're going to be there almost 6 to a dozen times this year. So it's different than a regular sponsor. We are part of a lot of events going on there.
That's right. We'll have a lot more presence out
Yeah,
there this year.
that's
when
for
I say
sure.
a lot more, it's new this year, but I mean we're going to have a lot of a presence out there.
That's right,
As
that's
they
right.
are developing and growing themselves, and it's very exciting.
And we had full walk around videos, all of that going on. You can go to the YouTube channel and check all that out for sure.
That's right. And if you don't know what we're talking about, you're probably watching us right now, and which means you're on our YouTube channel. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and you can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Yep. So
to
we
stay
welcome
to
them
stay up
to
date with
our
all this.
group
Yes,
of
welcome,
sponsors.
Welcome, because we have other sponsors. We have We Are Warriors apparel. That's awesome.
You know what? Jason actually has a new line coming out.
That's right. Excited to see that.
So maybe we could double up on them and
So
have
when
a double sponsorship.
When we
But-
have the new line come out, we'll make sure to make that announcement.
Oh my gosh, go check out some of the latest video that they're starting to do for their new line.
Mm-hmm.
It's simply cinematic. I mean, it's amazing stuff. So go check them out for sure.
For sure. And
Uncorked.
Uncorked Wine and Spirits.
Yep.
Fantastic. Dave is just all these, you know what? Just to narrow this down, all of our sponsors are good people. Okay,
They
they're just good people.
They are.
I mean, come on, they're
It's
sponsors.
people we get along with. It's people we deal with
Absolutely.
a lot. So it's not like, oh, somebody just wanted to give us money and we don't talk to them. I mean, they're
Yeah, these are all people we're in communication with.
yeah,
That's right.
they all have the same goals as we do, and they just want to be part of the car community.
That's
So,
right. That's right. Just like Rich Eye Motorsports.
Yes.
Another sponsor of ours, just right there. They have some fantastic shops.
Yep.
You're looking for wheels, it's a great place to go.
You know what? They've expanded so much. I mean, they have so much going on. They have now their powder coating that's getting built. They have their
Well, they have that.
what's
that,
the
that,
dip
that hydro
that
dip.
they hydro dip
And we're
that
going
they
to
have.
go take a closer look at that.
We will. Yeah.
Hopefully soon. Hopefully within the next
Yep.
few weeks or so like that.
Yep.
And they do a lot of like accessory things like add on to the truck. So we do our rigs and roasts. So they do a
Lifted,
lot of
lowered.
things like lift kits and lighting and all that things like that.
That's
That
correct.
we do for stuff. And we'll see what they can do with the van here in the future. I think we're going to add some more stuff. And
That's
of
right.
course, our last that we have on our longly list
Tim.
of things is we got timely delivery service.
I call it Timley.
Timley.
That's right.
Timely delivery service is always on Timley.
Yeah. Yeah. And we got to give him a huge shout out because he's hooking up with a lot of apparel that we're going to be giving away to people.
And we do got
And
some
that's a
apparel giveaways.
big thing to
That's
us.
right.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Which
Not
means if-
only just being a sponsor, but providing stuff that we can give away to anybody.
That's right. And so if you are interested in giveaways and free stuff, then make sure you are following us. Instagram,
That's right.
Facebook, and subscribe here on, what is this called? YouTube. That's it. that one thing. It's fairly new. It hasn't been around very long. So if you're not aware of what YouTube is,
That's right.
it's this. It's what you're watching us on right now. And you know what?
Why don't we dive into what
it
we've
is-
done lately?
It is possible, even if you're not one that does talk to us on a regular basis, you still technically could become a sponsor.
Sure.
Or if you are talking to us on a regular basis, you technically still can become a sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do we do that? Or how do they do that?
CravingCarsLive.com
There it is.
is our home base for this show.
That's right. And they have sponsorship.
And
links
you can
on there.
hook up with our YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Please join all of it. Like, subscribe, do whatever it takes to bump us up. That's what we look forward to.
And we have some very reasonable sponsorship options for people.
We
if,
do.
If they want to
Yep.
come on board and
Yep.
join the lovely car community that we become part of. And it's not just
Yeah.
Kansas City. We do things outside of Kansas City as well.
And you know what? We're going to be going national a lot this year.
I mean, and events outside and inside of Kansas City are national
Yeah,
events.
for sure.
Yeah, that's good
Yep.
stuff. Want to say a quick shout out. There's a few people that are online. We've got Wheels
Who
Wheels.
is online? Let me see who's
We've
on
got
here.
Mark from Ohio. We've got our BFF. We've got Casey Karchik.
Love it.
I just like the name. I don't.
Yeah,
you know,
right? How does she get that
It
name?
could be like George in some basement somewhere, but goes by Casey Cart. I don't care. It's a cool name. But
It is
I'm
a
assuming
cool
it really is.
Casey
an actual,
Karchik.
It's an actual female, so we do have females watching us. Just so
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
That's always
yeah.
good.
Even though it's predominantly a male-dominated space, we love the ladies that are involved.
That's absolutely correct. And there's this another one. I don't know. I can't pronounce it. Denai. I don't know. I can't pronounce that name.
Denise?
Denai. I think his first name is Ed. I think he put his first name last. That's weird.
Was
I don't know
it?
what he did there.
Was it Denny?
It might have been. I don't know.
That guy.
Well, we have that.
Denise.
As a matter of fact, we do have some guests coming up. We'll get into.
We do. We'll
we're
get
gonna
into
bring them on.
that.
And so, if you have questions for our guests as they come on, feel free to toss them in the old chat.
So let's talk about it, right? We did
What-
just do. We have been
what-
off
what?
for a while, right?
Yeah. So what have we done since we've last?
Let's talk
been on?
about 511.
511.
Yep,
All right.
511 Tactical.
511 Tactical has
What'd
been
we do there?
awesome. Awesome local. Their local store here in Independence, Missouri, has been gracious to kind of host our Rigs and Roast events.
There you
These
go.
last
And we
few.
just did the latest one. You know,
They really have some good stuff. I feel like half the stuff we wear nowadays is 511 Tactical.
I know. If it's not our own stuff,
Yeah, if it's not something that says
511.
Craving cards on it, it's probably 511.
Probably.
Yeah. Maybe
I-
we should get some 511. with
Actually,
Craving
I
cards
had
on
the
it.
511 pants on right now. The,
Oh, there you
the
go.
tactical pants.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I was out of town all last weekend, and all weekend I was wearing nothing but 511 pants.
You know what I found
and
is
shirts.
funny is I bought that 511 tactical jacket. I
Mm-hmm.
did not know that there was an inside zipper so you can grab your gun
Oh, like if you had it in a holster?
right from inside the jacket.
Well, that would make sense for what they are.
Yeah,
but
so
it's-
in other words,
it's
somebody
like a little
came in
hidden
to
thing.
rob you. You were hands into the jacket, right? Because you want to
Yeah.
stay safe, but
Yeah.
you can unzip it and then pull the gun out through the jacket. That's
There you
crazy.
go.
I didn't even know
I
it.
love it.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
crazy.
it. But it is great stuff. It is, and they are really awesome. Check them out there in Independence, Missouri. If you're not from this area, that's where it's at. It's on the Missouri
Yep.
side of Independence.
Right across from Independence Mall.
Yeah, they're great stuff. But the Rigs and Roast, it was our kickoff. We do have more Rigs and Roast stuff coming up. We will be doing different locations on future ones. It's not always going to be at 511.
Oh no, we're planning something unique this next time.
Yeah, I think
We are
it'd
going to
a lot of
be
fun.
at Blue Springs Lake.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have a shelter area that you can bring your rig, set it up, kind of in an off-road environment.
Yep.
We'll have food, entertainment, all of that.
I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and we want a lot of people to show
Yep.
up. It was still a little chilly on our first opening one, so I think
Yeah.
we definitely would have had more show up, but we had a good amount. The video's
was nice.
on the channel.
Yeah, yeah.
Check it out. It's just a small little video. It's just a little something to just kind of show a little bit of what showed up and some of the cool things that were. Well, we had some new people. We had some.
If you're into
we had
it,
some
yeah, yeah.
visitors that
Yeah.
have been with us before. It's great. And we had a Flying H thing we went to. How about that, huh?
Yeah, that was cool.
And so we're seeing
You
now
did,
there's-
yeah. Well, we do have the video. I'm not sure if we want to. I mean, it's only 5 minutes long. You want to play it and see what it does?
We can do a little bit. Do we have sound? We gonna play some sound?
Yeah, I can play some sound. You want to do it?
Yeah, why not?
All right, here we go. Here's Corey running the show.
Welcome to the channel, everyone. We are at the Flying H drag strip at the Practice Tree Shootout. The first of its kind here, and hopefully not the last. I'm Corey Pratt, and this is Craving Cars. Out here at the Flying H drag strip today, it is a little windy, but we're still going to have a lot of fun at the Practice Tree Shootout. But besides that, we got a little behind the scenes to kind of show you the track progression of what it's up to date.
Oh, yeah.
So let's not wait any longer. Let's get to it.
Still plugging it in.
Yeah. But you know what? I love the drone footage. It looks really good.
A professional guy did that.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought.
Oh wait, that was me.
Yeah. But you know what? It is an amazing space. And even this video doesn't show where they're at today.
No, they've gone further from this.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, they're doing live run this weekend. I mean, even starting tonight, they're running.
Like a week or so ago, actually maybe not quite a week ago, they started putting the gripping part of the track.
Yeah.
They started prepping it up.
And did you see the video where they ran down the high performance tires?
Yeah.
On the back of That's crazy. In other words, they're burning in the track.
Yeah, right. I've never seen what they did. I've always been a track that's been going on for years and years.
Yeah.
That's developed over the years. Now they have to start at somewhere.
Right. Because nobody wants to go there on a dry surface and just, shred their tires. So.
Nope. A couple people showed up with their,
I did have a question with that one. This is a painted-on front end, right? Or a wrap, right?
Well,
it's not a full.
It's a fiberglass front where, we paint the lights and the
Okay. Yeah.
It's not needed.
So it's to give the look.
It's kind of like how NASCAR paints the headlights and stuff.
Yeah. And it was a windy day.
The Camaro, that did actually have an
Yeah. But it was cool to see it. I mean, the reaction times were like within 100%. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I know. Okay, I think you had to almost kind of be there a little bit more to understand how fun this was. It made you see a bunch of people sitting in scrambles and cheering, but I mean, it was really neat that they were taking.
Yeah. Good time.
The reactions and all that stuff to see. But there was a prize winner. There was money involved in everything.
And they did side bets, which was cool.
And Scott, the owner, actually almost won.
Almost
He
won.
got to the
Almost won.
He got semifinals.
Yeah,
I thought that was funny that he almost probably got it.
Yeah.
So he knows what he's doing on the track.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
He's not just doing this because he likes racing. He
No,
likes
that was a good thing.
All right, what do we have other events that we're missing?
I think that's everything we. Well, you
done
did
before
something
last.
special with Serenity and Dottie. You went out over the Eclipse weekend.
That's right. We had a total eclipse here.
Yeah.
This was last on April 8th. We went out for the weekend. We met up with. So if you guys don't know, our mobile studio Serenity is a Storyteller Overland build, and we met up with other Storyteller Overland owners. I think there was originally supposed to be like 8 or 9 of us or 10 of us or so, but there was 6 of us total. But it was still really cool. We met up at a place called Cove Creek out at Greer's Ferry Lake in Arkansas. So it's like just about an hour or so north of Little Rock in kind of more northern central Arkansas. But with that, the path of the moon, of the full totality of the solar eclipse was going over us because we wanted to see the full thing.
Yeah.
You could see some of the eclipse in Kansas City here, but it wasn't the full eclipse.
Yeah, we did it, and I was
it's cool
used
seeing
to
a part of it, but
because I'm a St. Louis boy, so I'm used to when it happened, you go completely dark, and then it comes back. Kansas City, it was kind of 80% darkness, so you didn't get the whole effect.
It's kind of a weird lighting, though. It does happen for a while. You're just like, well, this is just eerie out here right now. It's like we're in some kind of weird movie or something. But seeing a full eclipse, a full solar eclipse in its totality is just kind of, it's weird. Even when it gets done, you get all of a sudden like a shot of adrenaline just fills with you. and then you get like locusts and mummies and all that stuff show up later. But that's okay. That's normal.
It is
The
a
movies
mood
are
change.
real. That's a true story.
I mean, you can actually feel the energy around you that just
No, it's actually pretty neat. It's pretty,
You don't see
It's a
birds
spiritual
flying. You don't see no activity around animals until it goes into darkness,
Right.
and then everything comes alive, and then everything starts to fly around, but they're confused.
Yeah,
You
so,
can
so,
see it.
so the birds
Yeah.
shut up, the crickets come up, all the night
Yeah.
bugs, and there's nothing. Then as soon as the sun starts poking it after the 3 or 4 minutes it takes
Yep.
to go through the full eclipse, and the next thing you know, the birds start chirping, the crickets are done.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, time to get up already. Like, well, that was quick.
Yeah, it was a good nap.
That was a nice 8 hours.
That was
Hold
a
on second,
power
what
nap.
happened
That
there?
was my 56-year-old power nap.
Yeah, there you go. But
Yeah.
it is very interesting and eerie because it's like dark, but if you look in the distance, because the totality is only for so amount of distance. If you look at the distance, it almost looks like there's a sunrise happening in the distance because it's just a little bit of the sun that's kind of shining around the moon.
Right,
So
right.
it's-
But you were
it's
teamed
really
up
neat.
with
It's
an
cool.
amazing photographer.
That's another reason. That's one of the main reasons I want to even talk about on this show. I know it's not necessarily an automotive thing, but the eclipses don't. They're not going to have another eclipse in North America for like, or at least in the United States, anyways, for like another
I think
20
it's
years or something. Isn't
20 years, 21 years, give or take, right? But yeah, I mean, my granddaughter, who is 6 months, will be 20 years old when it happens.
And
again.
hopefully, wherever it's going to pass.
I'll be,
Hopefully
yeah,
she gets to see it.
I'll be. I think we figured out. I'll be 78 when it happens.
So
Again,
you won't be going very far.
well, I'll be lucky if I'm
Hopefully it
still
goes
there.
through Kansas
You know
City,
what? I've
because
seen
otherwise you're
2.
gonna
I'm
be-
happy. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, this was actually our second full
Yeah.
photo that we've seen.
But you know what? You were hanging out with this guy, and oh my
Yes.
God, you showed me the
Jeremiah-
images.
Yeah, Jeremiah Sorrells. He's actually out of Idaho. He came all the way out to Arkansas so he could get shots of this. And look at his shots. I would show you the ones I took. I took some pictures too, but
Yeah.
why? When you can look at his pictures at this
Right.
moment, because they're way, 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 way better.
Yeah.
Check out his Instagram. There it is right there. I will put a link in the description after the show here so you can go there. I mean, and you know what? If you go there, leave a comment on one of the Eclipse things saying you saw this from Craving Cars.
That's right.
Please
Yeah,
do.
please. Yep.
There's nothing in it for us except for I met him. He was a really nice guy. He kind of helped me a little bit on getting a few of the pictures, but I mean, his stuff is just amazing. And it's not just...
Well, I
Well,
wish I
Eclipse
would have
pictures.
downloaded
He's-
his
he's-
rigs because he had 3 different, basically telescopes connected to cameras.
Yep, I'll put them out. I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
our Instagram and Facebook, I'll put
Yeah.
some pictures up, and I'll show you
That'd be great.
his setup that he had.
Yeah.
in the pictures.
I
So
know
I'll
everybody
get
at
that
home
posted
is
up, too.
probably saying, well, the first picture, well, that's something you see every time, right? But it's the second and third where you start to see where the camera and the telescope really play a thing. In other words, you start to see solar flares.
Yeah,
That is the biggest thing.
yeah. I can't believe how many solar flares that were happening during this time.
Yeah.
because the last time I did it, was like hardly anything. But that's just. I mean, those images are. I mean, granted, it wasn't just done with a pocket camera. I mean, he's got
Right.
a heck of a setup to get these images.
Yeah, when you showed me, and I'm like, oh my
and
God.
if you check out his
Yeah.
Instagram, he has like some, nature pictures and things of that sort that are really, really nice too. But he's got nebulas.
Yeah, check
the
him out.
Witch Head Nebula and all these other ones that are just absolutely phenomenal. Like you're thinking, did I just open up a Hubble book of pictures, or who is this? All the stuff on his Instagram are his
Yeah.
pictures. So check him out. Check out Jeremiah. Make sure you tell him that you heard of him through Craving Cars, please. I just want him to see that people out here are looking out for him.
You know, I
Even though
get
it's
it.
not a
Everybody
car- it's not a
thinks
car
they-
thing,
yeah.
but it is really interesting.
Yeah, it is. Well, because you went along with another group of 6
Yeah.
sprinters?
Yep. 6 other sprinters. 6
Yeah.
other sprinters.
Yeah, so it is car
We had a
related.
good time. We camped out for the whole weekend, and luxury because we're in a sprinter.
All right. Do we really want to bring these guys on, or
Nope.
should we
Thanks
just
for
cancel
watching,
them?
everybody.
Yeah. All right. Good
Appreciate
night.
They're looking at us really weird right now.
I know.
Let's not do this. I want to introduce our guests.
Yep, do it.
Plural. I've known these gentlemen for a good few weeks now. I've kind of been around
2.
since he started the things that he's doing, which is Denny Eddy and
Stacy.
we're just gonna go Stacy. We don't need to use his last name.
I don't think he has a last name. I only know him by
Unless
Stacy.
unless you want to say Star Wars, but I mean, it doesn't sound as cool as Denny Eddie.
Yeah, no. Denny Eddie sounds cool. Stacy just sounds like
Stacy's good on its own.
he's a sidekick.
He's too cool to have more than one name.
That's right.
That's just one of those things.
Yeah.
Like Shakira
It's like the Lone Ranger and
and
Tato, whatever the guy's name was.
Poncho. What's this? I don't really watch the show.
Really? Lone
Okay, I did, but I was really young. Remember, there's an age gap here. Just want to let you know.
I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm going back. Well, Denny's in my age gap.
Anyways,
so
hey,
we'll
we
figure
want to
that out.
welcome the guys from KC
Please.
Showdown and, of course, our infamous car club here in Kansas City, No Love Car Club, that we did a spotlight with them at the World of Wheels, and it was very joyful. Appreciated every bit of it. Welcome to the show,
Thanks
Denny
for having us.
and Stacy and Denny.
Thank you.
How do we
Yeah.
do it?
Thank you.
We're gonna go Stacy. Stacy's much
Just
better to talk
Stacy.
to, anyways.
Just
Stacy's so much
Stacy.
better. To talk to.
Stacy's pretty calm.
Yeah.
He's always calm.
Denny, you can take the mic off. It's fine.
Thank
We're
you.
good.
Yeah.
I'll just show up, give me a cardboard cutout, and that's it.
Yeah, just
There
put a
you go.
camera cutout.
There you go,
Have
there
a
you
little
go.
button,
They
like
got cardboard big enough for you?
kind of like those little buttons you get like at Office Depot, but it's just
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm Danny Eddie. Hey, I'm Danny Eddie.
Like they were using
Hey, I'm
during
Danny
the
Eddie.
pandemic for the Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Little
Wait,
half one.
let me add some more bass to your voice.
Yes, please do. It's not enough. There you go. There you
We
go.
had this conversation earlier. Like,
Yeah.
can
Totally.
you give us more bass in my voice?
You know, a little bit more bass.
Now, like you
love-
just grow
Love
some.
having you guys on the show.
Yeah.
We got
There
Casey
you go.
Showdown, and of course with Stacy showing off his TTs.
Yeah,
Right.
there you go.
Get some. Get some.
Twin turbos, guys, if you understand what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's right there.
Why did we cut Stacy off all of a sudden?
I don't know.
I'll fix it. You go on
all
with
right.
the.
It's all
You
right.
go on with it.
How are you
all
cutting
right.
the important people out of here?
I
Come
don't
on.
know.
now.
Yeah.
I'm trying
What's
to
up
figure
with
that
that?
out.
One man show, one man operator.
Stacy's been with you the entire time, isn't that right, Denny?
Yes, sir.
Yes, he has.
Yes.
He's built this up.
Well, hold on. He came in on the second.
Nope.
Second.
Oh, now
Second year.
you're throwing
show.
shade.
Yeah.
Second
No.
show.
Because the first one, it was me and the company I was working for at the time, my dad's company.
Oh,
Okay.
That's why we did it. It was at Stonegate Motor Plaza
Right.
in 2016, 16, I believe.
16.
And then we started Casey Showdown 2017, and that's when we all got together. We figured, hell, we're doing the same thing.
Yeah, I've been
Enjoying
watching you
car
grow
shows.
since 17.
Yes.
I've been around.
Yes, and I'm said this before. We met you at downtown Henry shows,
Nope.
the Crown Center.
Aristocrat.
No,
The
him.
Ari- Yeah, the Aristocrat show. Am I correct?
No, it was
No.
what's the show that was
Yeah,
down
we
here?
used to do Crossroads.
Crossroads.
Yeah, Crossroads.
When
yeah.
he had his GoPro.
Is that
Yep.
when we officially talked more? I suppose because I know I've
That
got,
was
I've
pre
got
me and
videos
Corey
of his
even
shows
connected.
since before
Yeah.
not knowing who was running the show. It was
'Cause-
just I showed up, shot some video,
Yeah,
and
that's when
did
he
my
was doing
thing.
the GoPro. You were doing the GoPro
Yeah.
with
whatever
your
I had
stick,
I have all kinds of cameras I've used, so
Yeah.
it's whatever.
but it worked out good for you. I mean, look where you are now.
I know.
Thriving.
Where-
now sitting in the same
where
room
are
with you
we
guys.
now?
Driving. I mean, you're
Yeah.
taking photos
Oh,
of eclipses.
You know what
Yeah,
we didn't
yeah,
do?
well, yeah.
Hey, we forgot
You're
something.
smart. What
And this is
what'd
the
you
problem
forget?
with live right now. It's not a problem. Our background is kind of plain.
Yes.
Oh, we didn't open the windows.
No, we sure didn't.
Let me
blind,
do
okay.
the. I'm God here today.
Oh,
let me
customary-
do it. All right, let me do
God.
that.
It's
God.
the
You
hear
customary
that?
window opening
God.
ceremony. Craving Cars customary
Yeah, I heard
window
that.
open ceremony. Drum roll, please. I'm not sure if this is even picking up.
He thinks of himself as God now.
Well,
His
it's-
God-like.
He's got
It's God with two O's.
Oh, look at him. Oh, that's
like
automatic,
he's good.
baby.
He's not great, but he's
Yeah,
good.
that's what I'm talking about.
We don't have that at my house.
There we go.
Yeah.
You have that at your house? I don't have that.
I don't have that in my house.
Rich people,
Now
man.
the studio actually
Rich
looks,
people.
Rich-
a little
that's-
more impressive.
One
Yeah,
button
that's-
and boom, it's all up.
Yep. Kind of like
That's rich
Nelly.
people's
Yeah.
One touch sunroof.
Right.
Get in there.
Yeah, that's what it is, right? Open up the sunroof on the car. Wait 5 minutes, and it gets there. There you go.
I need that in my house.
There you go.
By the way, it's Lone Ranger and Tonto.
Yes,
Tonto.
it is Tonto.
Tonto. I knew it was something. I was going to say Tito, but I knew there was a Jackson.
And then
vibe.
you
That's a
realize
Jackson
that's
thing,
just
you
a
know.
that's just
Quiet.
a,
There's no
That's
Tito's.
just alcohol.
There's
That's all
That's
that
right.
is.
That's
There's
kind of what I
Tito's.
thought.
You
That's
know,
What's
what I
Tito? Is that
Been drinking a little,
been
you
drinking a
know,
little bit.
is Tito's vodka or is that tequila?
Both,
both.
Oh, well, there you go.
I think.
It's double the importance.
Could have been
Exactly.
both.
No, it's not both.
It's just one.
Yeah.
It's just vodka.
All right. Now, we do have an event coming up this weekend. The reason why we didn't mention the events coming up this weekend is because these guys are going to talk about it because it's their
Let's talk
event.
about it. Let's get
Yeah.
right into it.
Let's
into
go right to the
another
most
damn car
important thing
show.
going on
Another
right now.
goddamn car show.
Right?
You know,
A good damn. It's a good damn car show. There's
the
two
city
O's
of
in it.
Riverside was going to put that on their Facebook page and everything and their website for their locals to look at.
Yeah.
The lady calls me today and she's like, we just want to let you know we couldn't put another damn car show on our
Why is that?
event list.
Why?
Yeah, curiosity.
Because there's no
Because-
dam?
I don't know. She
There's
just
no
called and let me
dam
know
there.
that. So I just told her to put a car show this weekend.
Does she think it was the one that has an N on the end because it's a different spelling?
So you know what? Let me
Don't
ask
ask me.
you. You've done this here for a few years now.
Yes, at this location.
Yes.
Yeah. How many?
This would be our
Fourth.
probably third time.
This
I want
is
to say
the fourth
third.
time.
Yeah, I think we've done
This
it
is the reason,
3
Denny,
with
Because
this
we
you.
is why we bring
tried-
Stacy.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
you know.
because we tried the 2-day car show there,
Yeah.
and
That
in
was
order
a
for us to
stretch.
get that really going, we should have
Right.
kept up with it. Like we should have stayed with it. In order for those shows to grow, 2-3 day car shows, you really got to have them on the same date every year, and just work with it.
Yeah.
Because if you're not going to have them on the same date, you can't switch it because people want to lock it in their calendar,
Yeah.
you know, for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we do. We put shows that we want to go to.
Right.
If
Yep.
we're going to them this year and we're done with them, we lock them in for next year. So that way we know, hey, we're going, you know, like we're going to Sedalia for Midwest Drag Fest.
Right.
There's
right.
a lot of times too. Just because you try something new, it doesn't always kick off the first time. It might
Yes,
take
and
2 or
that's what
3
I said.
times.
That's what I was thinking. We should have stuck with it.
Okay.
You know, because we had a good showing, but people weren't catching on to it. But we should have stuck it out.
It's a nice park.
It is a
I mean,
very big park.
It's
Oh
it's
my
got
God!
a lot
yeah,
of space
yeah.
that you
it's-
can utilize.
It really is. Honestly, it's probably one of the best ones. That
It's well kept.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is one of those shows that we can do. Like this weekend, we're going to do judged and non-judged participants. So
Oh,
if you're
okay.
coming in, $25 registration for judged, and then $10 for the non-judged. And at $10, we're going to give to the charity that we do for Next Step Kansas City. So
What's next step, Kansas City?
that's a paralysis recovery center,
Okay.
and it's over in Overland Park. It was my dad's company. He passed away. He let the people that were running it, the board members and everything, take over. Not let them, but gave it to them before he passed away. So it's still going on, and we still kind of communicate with them, kind of keep in touch. And so we try to give back as much as we can to them.
Oh, very cool.
So,
Well,
so we're going to have some raffle
Yeah,
items
yeah.
out there. So we'll have some pinstripe pieces and some other stuff out there for raffle items.
So the raffle stuff is that go to the charity then too?
Yes.
So you've got the
That $10,
the $10 from the
non-judged.
non-judge stuff.
Yes.
And then you have all the raffle stuff you have with all the pinstripe. By the way, the pinstriping stuff. We've talked about pinstriping before.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
We
And
got
I got
some amazing
some
pinstripers in Kansas City. So
Stuff from my house, my personal collection.
yeah. And so you go raffle things like that off, and the raffle, all the proceeds go to the same charity then, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that's
everything
pretty
will
cool.
go
That's
to
very awesome.
directly to them and stuff.
Yeah. So we're super excited because this is our kickoff show, but also this is kind of your kickoff.
This is going to be your
Show.
this
Yes.
your first
Right?
one of the
For
year,
the
correct?
season.
First
Yes,
one of the
sir.
year.
Yeah.
First one of the year. And we know we get people ask us all the time, you know, why you do 4 or 5 in the same Kansas City vicinity. But,
Yeah.
you know, one's on the west side, one's on the north side, one's on the south side. And believe it or not, you get people, and I can't understand this, that live in Missouri but won't come to Kansas side.
Yep.
And people that live in Kansas won't go to the Missouri side.
Yep.
And it's very strange to me because
it is weird that way.
almost
Yeah.
every day this week, I've been to like 4 different meetings with people, and I've been all over the city. Like one day I went to North Kansas City, Platte County up in that area, back down to Lewisburg in that area, and then over to the Speedway in that area. like all in almost 1 or 2 day time span. So I'm thinking, man, and it's not that far of a drive to get over to Riverside, Missouri. You know, just act like you're going to the Argosy and drive straight past it.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's just.
They're at it.
But you do find that, right? The Kansas people don't want to come to
All the
Missouri. The
time.
Missouri don't want to go there.
See, I also see that with the river dividing, even on the Missouri side. There's a lot of
Yes.
people that live north of the river that don't go south very
Oh.
often, or vice versa.
There, a guy I knew, he said that. He's like, what do I have to go south for?
It's
South of
like
downtown.
it's like you
'Cause
have
it's a car show.
You have Kansas City, Missouri,
right?
and then you have the independent state of north of the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do
That's what
we
you
have
have.
to drive 2 hours to go cover a car show? Because it's a car show.
Yeah.
That's what you go for. It's not because it's in my backyard. Or how about this? Stay home, host your own event, and see how that goes.
Well, I also imagine too that just because you have 4 shows doesn't mean people can make it to all 4 shows. They could be out of
Yes.
town elsewhere. They
Yeah.
can't get the time off.
Right.
Yeah.
So we got
So they
Yeah.
can pick whatever's going to work best in their schedule as well.
yeah. So we got this one. Then
That actually goes to a question here. One of the questions that we've already gotten is how many do you have planned for this year?
so this year we got 5 that we're doing.
That's a
and
good number.
One of them is our night show, and the other one is Columbia, Missouri, out of town show.
So the night show is what you used to do at Union Station.
Yes,
Where's it
Union
going to be
Station.
this year?
It's going to be in North Kansas City, on Swift
So
Street
even
between
from the South River,
14th.
don't even pay attention to this part.
No, we want them. We want them up there.
Right.
It's
You
on-
got to come support. I mean,
It's
come
on
on.
So you're going to have
Yeah.
it at the independent state of
Yeah.
north of the river. Okay.
Yeah. So it's on Swift Street, North Kansas City, from 14th Avenue to 16th Avenue. It's
So
a
that's
good
kind of that
stretch.
downtown, like North Kansas City area, then, right?
Yes.
Is that kind of what that's
Yeah.
at? Okay.
Yeah.
So you
and the
should.
street-
What's
Yeah,
the
it's
what's the name
street.
of that show?
Imports versus.
imports versus domestic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, I
Brain
really
Lab.
hope it was going to be the independent state show.
I won that one last time.
It was a good. It was a good show.
Well, it was
at Union
second place.
Maybe
Station.
that'll be ours.
What's second place?
It was a good show at Union Station, but it just
yeah.
got
Yeah,
a
it
little
was.
rowdy for
And
them.
it's crazy because every time you had it at Union Station, I was elsewhere. I couldn't make it.
Yeah.
I never did make it to one of those.
You
Not
never?
once.
Oh my God!
I
it
was out of town almost
The last
every
one we
single
had
time.
there. That was
it
the
was
best,
so
but-
amazing.
I wanted that one. I did want to make it, and I was like, "Hey, we can," and we're gonna be out of town again. So
yeah,
it didn't work out.
yeah,
Fabricated.
yeah.
I like what
I
you
mean, it was always great. But this weekend, we're looking forward to just having a good time at the park,
Yeah, what's the part
doing
name
what
again?
it does. So,
The park this weekend.
Yeah, where are we going?
We're going to E.H. Young Park in Riverside, Missouri.
and Red Bull's going to be there.
What's the closest
Yes.
landmark to that place?
Argosy Casino.
Argosy Casino.
So if you're going to the Argosy, just drive straight past it. You
Yep.
can run right into the
There's a
park
park on the
Maybe
back
put a
side of
little
it.
bit on red or black before going, but either way, you're right there.
if you want
Just
to.
leave it on black. Come on over, hang out, and go back and pick you up some
But
bread.
yes, we will have Red Bull. Red Bull will be there passing out some drinks.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yep. We're actually providing music with them as
Yes.
well. So they're bringing out the Aura van, which is why
Yeah.
I spotlighted it, right?
That's right.
They're
We-
bringing
Yeah.
it out. And
He said it's super loud, but he said he wants to plug in with you, of course.
yeah, of course.
And
and they
since
want
you're
to
the
plug
main
into
DJ.
our media van and do that. But
Are we
It-
gonna put him next to the media van?
it's going to be nice.
Are we gonna put him next to Serenity?
Well, I'm just
Should we?
going to plug
You wanna
into
do
what they have.
Yeah.
And we don't have the Hall speakers.
Should we,
or
Well,
go
you
anything.
guys-
should we drive around
That's
the
my
van
thought.
and they like
That's
But
my
you
thought.
guys
pulls
are
out the
main.
side door?
You guys are the main
sounds like
DJ
fun.
part.
Yeah.
So then I let them know because he's like, "Oh yeah, we're bringing out our van," and I was, I never seen it, so I was watching videos.
We
of it,
don't
and
know
it was
what that's
loud.
at because you have the base wars going on too at that
Yes,
event,
we're gonna
right?
keep them separated as Super Days, Birthday Bash.
Yeah,
they got
yeah.
going on, and so we're gonna keep them over to one side.
Are you going to be doing more of that in the shelter? Because we've been there a couple times now. I think we've been in the last 2 years that we've been there to host. What we would like is to be over in that area where the shelters are, right? So we don't
Yeah.
have to crank it so loud.
Yeah, you're gonna be where
Right.
you got electric hookup, so
Yeah,
right by
yeah.
the volleyball court. Right
Well,
there in
we're
that area.
self-supported.
Yeah, and you're gonna be facing out.
Corey's
So
got
that
like
way.
65,000 solar panels mounted to the roof of this
Oh
thing.
yeah, yeah,
That's right.
I got enough power to supply a full Bruce Springsteen concert.
That's right. And we pretty
I'm not
much
sure why I
tested
chose
you
it.
could
Bruce
have helped that.
Springsteen as that option.
You could have
but
helped that
that's what I
Kings
did.
Brown.
We have ran this van with 418 subs, 4 hi-hats for at least 4 to 6 hours.
And we still got the power
And
of
we
the fridge.
still have the power to have the refrigerator cooling everything.
Gotta have the fridge working.
That's
Gotta
right.
have the fridge.
Gotta have some nice refreshing beverages.
It'll be cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Super excited.
Sand volleyball court. We can have games. Ooh.
If you're into that.
Yeah, if you're into it. You know.
Yeah. Who's into that?
Red Bull, man.
you go.
Red Bull.
So Red Bull. So that's the newest thing right now, right? You got the
Yeah.
Red Bull coming out.
Yep. And you guys.
Anything different?
Well, we got a little bit more vendors this time.
Okay.
The food?
some
What do you got
chemical
going on with
companies.
food?
Gonna have
See,
a hot
we
wing
got
eating
couple-
contest.
yes, sir. We are
Oh,
$100 cash.
Cash.
And
Damn.
the
I
vouch
gentleman
for that. I
who
won it
won
one
it
time.
last year.
Are we having a barbecue contest?
Won that one time.
No.
You don't. You want to hear a funny story about the hot wing eating contest?
Hot.
So what? Hot. Oh,
Remember you were there.
Yeah,
you were there.
I
So
was.
It was 5
And you
wings.
did it. I'm
It's
surprised
5
you did
wings.
it.
And then he goes up to. So you have a.
Yeah.
You have a particular.
This was
food
your
vendor
fault.
That actually that supplies these for him. Right?
Yes, and I made sure they make them hot because
And he made
last
this
time the
thing.
guy was just scarfing them down.
Right. He made this other one from. This was at your. I guess I would say your flagship show, your main show out at the ballpark. Mm-hmm. Was it last year? Yes, it was last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
You
2
purposely
years.
made him,
2022.
You purposely made him. You said, "Hey, you need to make these really hot because
Super
it goes
hot.
too quick. It goes way too
Yes.
quick. You got to
Yep.
make these ridiculously hot." So it kind of, get a little bit more of a spark. It like lasts longer. It keeps going through the thing.
Yeah.
And well, they came up to our booth. They came up to our van saying, "Hey man, we're not getting a lot of people sign up for these. What do you want to do?" Chris signs us up.
I didn't-
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I got the video.
Chris signed up
Chris
Corey.
says, "Yeah, put
I
Corey
didn't
Pratt
sign
on there."
myself up.
And so I
Let's
go up
just
there. I'm
make
like,
that
yeah,
clear.
he's got this. And I'm like, no. He says that dude is you're doing. I'm like, what? Hold on.
And
Hold on.
you know
let
what?
Me go,
what
let me
what's
go
even
talk
funnier,
to Chris a little
Wait,
bit.
what's even funnier is he was in the vegan world
Yeah,
at that
I was
time.
on my vegan diet.
He was not into meat at all.
Yeah. Yeah, so at that time I wasn't eating anything.
That's right.
Eating meat or animal product or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, he was like, "No, I can't do that. I there's no way I can't do any kind of thing like that." I'm like, "Then why did you?" He's like, "Well, it's for you." I'm like, "Well, I'm like, what? They'll get somebody else." Well, they didn't. They
Right.
needed to fill it up.
You
So
killed
I
it,
said,
though.
I said, "You know what? I'm in it to win it." At this point,
You
and
killed it.
I already knew because I talked to the guy. He goes, "Oh, we're talking like ghost peppers, and I mean, this was ridiculous.
They were hot.
They were.
You.
ridiculous.
I was scared for you after
And
you ate.
It started, and I have the full video. It's in that video that we created for that show. It's
Right.
out there. And in a minute and a half, literally 1 minute and 30 seconds later, I was done. The
Yeah.
next person had just started on their third wing.
One wing.
2 other people already gave up.
Yeah.
Like within a minute, I'm done. No, I'm not done, but I can't do this.
That's right.
And I was just like in through, and I went back. It's like, how's that? Are we good? I cleaned them bones. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you
My mom
did.
taught me well. I mean, so I looked at it, I was like, man, the vegan
You,
just beat all
ate
you guys.
like
You
a
understand
vegan
what
that
happened
had
this year?
had meat.
So the gentleman who won that.
It was extremely hot. The hottest thing I've
Yeah.
ever had. Matter of fact, they even said, you know what? You even want some, you could take some home with you. So I decided to, tell my wife, like, hey, you want some wings? I got some wings
Nice.
for you.
Yeah.
And she went, little pinky, kind of dipped it in. No, no. Because I told her, I go, they're a little hot. They're a little spicier than your regular buffalo wings. Oh, no.
No, they were hot.
I've had some hot things.
Yeah.
But usually, like even like the blazing wings. and
He
Buffalo
was
Wild
almost
Wings, have you had
crippled
those before?
over.
Man, it's like one of those you eat like so many of them, and certainly get a free T-shirt. I ripped through one of those one time. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
These, I came back to the van, and I literally was like,
And it was serious, and that's not exact. I was,
he was
scared
He
for
was
him.
scared for me, and I was like, no, I'm fine.
yeah.
I need something to drink. I think I need something to drink. I'm just gonna sit down.
I'm chasing down water bottles, trying to ice the guy down. He's like, yeah, it was scary.
Milk.
And then I went over to the guy and
He
said,
needs some
"Do you got some of this
milk."
sauce I can get to take home?"
Yeah.
That's
don't
right.
know if they
And
would
it
give you
did
that
taste
sauce.
extremely good. It was really
Milk.
good sauce. It was just holy moly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked him the Scoville. You guys don't know what the Scoville chart is?
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
registration.
Yeah.
So just so you say, like jalapeno's are like a couple thousand.
Yeah.
Scoville.
Yeah,
He
you
said-
were
he said
well up
this was
to
probably
the.
in the 2 millions.
Yeah.
Is what he said. The
Yeah,
Scoville
that's
this was on.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you ever seen the
That's
show Hot
crazy.
Ones, their hottest wing on there is like 2 million. That's on there.
Yeah.
That gives you an
Yeah.
idea on that one.
That
Yes,
makes no
we are
sense.
having that again. So maybe you can come in that.
Yeah, Corey,
Try
I'll
again.
sign you
I
up.
have not entered that thing since
I'll
then.
sign
But
us
you know
up.
what? I was a proud winner of a $100 bill.
There you go.
So
There you go.
that's all
right.
it was. I was happy with
And
that.
stomach ache later, which helps with weight loss.
Surprisingly, that was actually okay after I got past
Yeah.
the shaking.
Because last
The rest
year's
was okay.
guy who won, Jay Brock's son, Matthew,
Yeah.
he was hurting afterwards.
Yeah, he was hurting bad.
Yeah. I mean,
But he cleaned that whole plate.
but we did tell him.
Well, because they're
make 'em
good
hot
while
now.
you're eating them, but it's when you stop.
No,
Yeah.
it-
No,
And then
when
it
they first
kills
get
you.
There's a thing. When I'm sitting watching those guys, and that, I can't think of his name, but he's on
Matthew?
he's on one of our shirts.
Oh, Giovanni.
Giovanni.
He was doing it, yeah.
He took 2 bites. He's like, oh, no.
Yeah.
And he got up. He was like, that's
That's what I mean. We had 2 people
ridiculous."
Oh.
during that when I was on that quit,
Yeah.
and they got not even a wing in, and they're just like, "Oh my God, no, I'm done."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh no, I'm not done, but I'm done. I'm out." And then there's
Yeah.
one guy, and I'm not trying to watch people. I'm just like, pay attention to myself, but you got this peripheral vision thing
Yeah.
going on, And this guy eats a wing about as quick as I do. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be tough. And I eat the second wing, and I get on the third wing, and he's barely just finished up his second wing. But then I finished the next 3, and he hadn't even hardly taken a bite of the third one
Right.
at this point. So he even that hot. It worked, Denny. You just
Yeah.
had one flaw in your plan, is they had me, and when I'm in it, I'm gonna win it.
Okay.
There's just nothing else to it.
So
Yeah,
you're
he's
signing
my
yourself
wife.
up.
Yeah,
this
which
year.
is why I signed him up, because he
my
won't
wife is
quit.
into a game called Munzie, and we used to do geocaching things. If you guys don't know what that is, that's fine. But when I go with her, we go to like events. Like we've traveled, we've gone all the way to Seattle to go to events for her for some of her games, and they'd have a contest, and I'm like, how much are you interested in this contest? She goes, I'd be really cool to win this. All right, put your seatbelt on. I mean, because we had to go, and some people were walking out. I was like, nope, it's.
Right.
Let's just say that one of the times we had a 2012 Honda Civic, just a regular Honda Civic. Let's just say we made sure that Civic got every little inch of performance that we could out of that car. But guess what? It's like there's a certain amount of things you had to capture, and I think we captured 50-something. The next
Yeah.
closest person was 20-something. I was like, you want to win it? We're going to win it.
Yeah,
Speaking
we're
of
going.
cars,
I don't mess
Speaking
around.
of
Denny,
cars.
unfortunately, I knew you gave up or you sold your
Okay.
your
Ooh.
GN.
Chris, how
right?
about this? Hold on one second.
Oh,
let's
no.
go back because we didn't actually. You're right. We didn't bring up what are your cars because if they haven't seen these on our
Yeah, I know, but this could
you
be
guys
a
are repeat
hurtful
offenders
conversation.
on the show. You've been here before, and I know not maybe a ton of stuff has changed in your automobiles, but let's go over that. Stacy, Denny, what do you have?
Well, now I only have the 98 Lexus GS400. That was mine, of course.
Okay.
And then we have the 98 RL, Rack or RL, and that's my son's.
Okay.
So,
Oh, so that became your son's. Okay.
yeah.
But
so,
okay, what did you have that's been you got rid of that? I'm sorry, Chris, but
No, and Denny, I know what he has.
Yeah.
Stacy,
Yeah,
he has the same cars anyway, right?
Yeah.
He's never getting rid of that
okay.
I
damn
ended up,
Cutlass
Bring that up.
Supreme.
Nope.
getting
never.
rid of the Grand National.
you got rid of
Yeah, you know what? And you worked hard on
okay.
that. You know
did that
what?
feel?
You know what? Honestly,
Feels good.
It's a Grand National, though.
this is something I never mentioned. I was about ready to buy it.
Sure.
I
you know what
really
mean?
was.
You
I was
you know how
about
many
ready
people
to
have said
say-
that to
You
me?
want to know why?
Forget my car because the
'Cause it
Grand
ran.
National was a great car. And all the money you put into it,
Yeah.
it was an amazing car.
It's all right now.
I'm sad to see it go.
Turns out, though, he
But-
said, you know what? I do have a Malibu, though, so we're just
I
gonna
said,
stick
well, I
with
still
that.
have my Audi.
I still got I mean,
Oh,
like,
there's
like
that
I
too.
said, if the car, you know, it was meant to be,
It
it'll,
was-
I
it'll
could
come
buy a
back to me.
trailer and
Hey,
haul
did it-
my.
did it-
I
did it
could
go
buy
to
a
someone
trailer
local?
and haul my Audi around.
There you go. You should do that.
There you go.
No, it went to
For
Mississippi.
cheaper.
It went to, wow, so we're probably never going to see it again.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll
I
see
mean, the
it.
gentleman who owned it
Possible.
had 3 of them, or whoever who bought it had 3 of them. So
Really.
yeah,
maybe-
but
I guess
he
we
didn't
gotta go
have
to
one
Mississippi
like
to do a
that
Grand
with the
National video.
interior.
But you had done more of a cosmetic side of things versus the mechanical side of things,
Yeah, I
right?
went backwards. I should have did
Mechanical first.
mechanical
Yeah.
paint first.
Would you have kept it?
Yes.
You've done that?
Yes.
So the reason why you didn't keep it was just a mechanical reason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and other reasons, personal reasons. I mean, if you want to dig into it, you want to
Sure, let's dig into it.
Stab.
Let's dig into it. You
Let's
got-
dig into
you
it.
got
How much
17
money did you owe
seconds.
Stacy?
Yeah, there you go. No, my daughter went to.
How much
my
did you
daughter
need
was
to
going
owe?
to
That's
school.
right. You know what? But that's a big thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
You gave it up because you had family to take care of.
That yeah.
That's
and other
huge.
stuff going on,
Yeah,
but-
yeah,
My daughter
I
started
wouldn't do it.
school working for a school out in Danville, Virginia. We went out there and took her. She's doing a college thing out there.
Cool.
And then she's
That's
going.
kinda far.
We just found out she might be going down to Austin.
Good.
To work, but
That's still kind of far.
building
Too.
3D submarine parts for the government. So
Interesting.
maybe when she gets high up, and
She'll
she
buy
might
it
remember
back.
me.
Get you
Or
something.
the family.
Well,
Give you a
that's
little
why we
something.
have
You know how
kids,
those
so they can take
people
care of
do,
us when they get
well,
famous.
you know what?
Christmas gifts
That's
where
what
you walk out and be like, I had one of those. when
You
I
know
was
what,
out
and I
there.
think-
Here's your keys, Dad.
Yeah, and I think we're all parents, right? You're going to sacrifice. I mean, Lord knows,
And-
my car's still on hold
Does the missus still
till
have the Corolla?
2025. So,
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Nah.
yeah.
So here it is. I mean, we all have had cars
Of
that
course.
we have come and go. Cars are all going to always come and go. So it's not going to be the last one I own.
Nope.
I've owned plenty of cars to say, man, I wish I
Yeah.
would have kept that one.
I think we all do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not
Give or
like
take.
it's going to be the last car we ever drive. It sat in my garage for a year and a half, me just walking by and looking at it.
Yeah.
So I kept on
yeah.
wanting to fix it up, but the time just wasn't right for me.
Gotcha.
So the opportunity came,
So
got
it's-
rid of it.
There you go.
It's
so
okay.
It's even possible in time if that's something you really wanted. You might get another one down the road.
Yeah.
but
Yep.
even in better shape and.
Yeah.
I mean, the gentleman
than
I
what you
bought
have
it
now.
from, it sat in his garage for almost a year without him touching it. So he was in the same boat that I was. So
Yeah.
he sold it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got it at a good deal, fixed it up. I should have went the opposite way of
The interior was amazing.
yeah. So I
mean,
went that route.
honestly.
I did interiors, suspension work, and audio. I could have waited on that. I should have got
Yeah.
body paint and mechanical, because
Yeah.
But I wanted something different.
Makes
That's
it
why
a
I bought
viable car.
Everybody
Right?
around here
Yeah.
said it was too personal. Like it has your touch on it.
Yeah.
Because-
And you know what?
was the
And they're
thing.
right. If you go ahead.
Well, you always have your personal touch.
It was it had its personal touch, but what everybody failed to realize, you could turn that car back in 8 hours. Could turn it back to exactly what it was supposed to be. He had
Yeah.
everything to put it back to normal, which
Okay.
made that car, in my eyes, higher up on the totem pole, so to say. Because when he got the car, I told him, I said, Danny, don't bastardize this car. You're sitting on
Money.
money, a gold mine, and the car that most people
Yep.
are looking for. I said, you've got
fastest car
one
that
of maybe
came out of the
1,500
United
that are
States
still
during that
running
time.
around.
Yep.
And I'm like, this is the one. And I was like, just don't bastardize it. He was talking about painting it, changing the color. I was like, nope. I said, of all things in
you
the
can
world,
paint it any color you want as long as it's black.
as long as it's black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You have two choices, black
I went
and
back
black.
and forth with him over it, and I was like, dude, if you paint this car, I said, you can do black, but it's got to be a different black. I said, but it's got to stay black. And I said,
Yeah.
I hate to be that guy. I said, I'm not going to tell you how to build your car. It's your car.
Yeah.
But
That's like one of those
In the
cars
end,
that,
yeah.
If you fully customize it to that point, then
Yeah.
make sure you're never getting rid of it. At that
yeah,
point.
make sure you're never
Yeah.
getting rid of it. And he had everything to put it back. And I was like, he's like, oh, the wheels are in the corner. Everything else is over there. And I'm like, there.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you've got everything to put it back. So let everybody talk all their crap
Oh,
they
yeah.
want to. And then you look at them and say,
Yeah.
you want to buy it?
I love the
Right.
way you customize
That's
this.
true.
I love the
No.
way
Yeah.
all you
Agreed.
guys customize your cars.
It's all right though. I mean, they'll come and go.
Like Denny, you've done some fantastic stuff to your cars. What with the audio system, your seats, the interior, the way it goes. It's always looked great. Even the what is it the bass boat seats? Those were fantastic. I loved them.
Yeah.
Fucking.
They were the
Yeah,
best.
but it didn't have the
Travis Lytle.
air ride adjustment. You could
Yeah.
air ride up. It didn't have that. So
I'm
it's
changing
like,
those seats now that everybody keeps on saying that. I'm changing them one more time. Bass boat seats. I'm surprised.
Stacey,
I wonder if he's listening.
Stacey, it's been a while since you've been on the show here too. So it's love to
Yeah.
know
Oh, I
what are your
loved it.
cars? What do you
That's
got?
so funny.
Oh, I love it. Oh,
But you know what? You sacrifice, and I know you guys sacrifice a lot. I mean, every family
They
goes
look
through
good,
things, and you just got to do what you have to make it
The color,
either
the way-
prolong what you want as a goal or time to move on.
Yep.
And it was a project, time to move on from. But you're right. Once you go down that path of personalizing a car so much to your own liking, you start to remove a lot of the market.
Oh, yeah.
Example being, if you had it just stock,
Oh, it would have.
Right.
It would have sold for what I was originally
exactly.
asking.
Yeah. Because anybody wanting to buy it, it's going to buy it for the original car.
Yeah.
And they're going to
that
strip
kind
it
of
all
car,
out.
And that's-
how it
right.
was a lot
Yeah.
of times.
And the reason I bought it and did everything to it my way because when you went to shows, and I get it that everybody wants that original, but
Yeah.
there was 10 to 15 of them sitting in the lot,
Yeah. Yeah.
all the same. Like nothing stood out besides the owners.
Except the market value.
Like,
Yeah.
no, I mean, the only thing that
Mileage would
changed
be
those
about it, wouldn't
cars
it?
Yeah,
was
mileage.
one was gray, one was white, one was black.
Sure, yeah. No
That's
differentiator.
the only
Right.
thing that changed. The interior looked the same, the motor looked the same, the wheels looked the same, and the only thing that was different was the owners.
And you were going down the path of making a show car, not
Yeah,
something.
Well, I was wanting to drive it a lot more.
Really?
But with the I would have drove it with the
With those rims?
Oh yeah.
Hey,
With
hey,
the
I
68
don't-
What's wrong with
spokes?
the
No,
spokes,
no,
man?
no.
You don't like no spokes?
None of these
Come
guys
on,
are afraid
man.
to drive the cars they have. That's
Yeah.
just how it is. We don't have
Oh, we
them.
drive
to
everything.
I know, that's right.
I'll give
That's
it to
right.
that. You
We
know,
don't
there are
do
people
just
that
trailer
do a
a
lot
car.
of stuff to their cars, and then it just
That
goes
guy.
into the garage, onto the trailer to the show, off the
Yeah.
trailer into the back on in the back of the garage. No, these
Yeah.
guys actually drive it to the shows, drive
That's
it to
right.
the places,
Where's
drive it out
your
of town
car at,
even.
man?
We won't talk
Where's
about
your
that.
car
We won't
at,
talk
man?
about that. I can tell you where it's at.
Yeah, I can tell you where it's at.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
But,
Sitting under a cover.
Stacy, what do you got? Tell the people what you have. What kind of car you got? What cars do you have?
2019 Acura TLX, and a 1984 Cutlass Supreme 4-door, which I will be buried in
Yep.
And you've had that since when?
since I was 15.
That's the Coke Mobile.
Not
Oh,
everybody needs to
sorry.
know
Was
that.
I not supposed to say
Flower.
that?
Not
The flower.
everybody
Even
knows
though we
that.
caught it on
Come
film
on
with the
now.
money bags and the
Flower.
Coke bags.
It was flour.
It was
Flower.
flour.
Well, that's what I meant. Flour bags.
Well,
Hey,
allegedly.
the officer liked it.
Well, there you go. There you
Allegedly,
go.
it was flour.
Officer Ruck over here.
Yeah. No, that's not Officer Ruck.
That's right. We are recording this stuff.
Surprisingly, not many
Sergeant
people
Ruck.
stole all your diamonds and your you know.
Right.
I know he left them on the
Cash.
ground.
I left him on the ground.
Well, I sat there
I
for
went
3
grab-
hours
I went and grabbed
So-
some, went and bought some root beer. I
because
needed
Corey left me. So I
Typical
was sitting in the
Corey.
middle of the room by myself, figuring out how I'm getting all this equipment in my Malibu.
I said, "Peace out."
I made it work, though. I did fit it all in.
He said he had it.
Also,
I
you
did.
were kind of like
I did.
Worked out. You showed me a picture.
Martin
We were like,
Lawrence.
"See, told you." You're like,
Look at
fit a bunch of equipment.
bungee
Hey, if a
cords.
Malibu's good for something, it's not speed, but it's for
It
putting a bunch
hauls
of
a
equipment
lot of
in
shit.
it. So there you go.
There you go. That's all I care about at this
So
point.
you were like Martin Lawrence in House Party.
That's right.
speakers
That's exactly what it looked like. Everything's shoved in the back. All the speakers, the cables, the lighting system, all that.
Wasn't he trying to like
Sitting
slam
in
the
the
door
back.
Trying
on
to
it?
slam the door.
I was
scratched
trying. I had to bungee
scratched
strap it.
his speaker,
Anybody
was
out
upset.
there? Anybody out there have any questions? I got a
Yeah.
couple for Denny.
We have a
and
few
Stacy
more
here.
minutes.
Shoot. If you got any more questions, go ahead and throw
Bring
them
'em
out
on.
there. So we've got a few questions here.
Bring on the questions. We got answers.
Oh, we can't say that one. We can't say that question.
Sure you can.
Oh,
Hey,
how about this? No,
ask.
no, that's
We got
Ask.
answers.
no. Hold on. There's no.
Just give it to us.
Okay. On your car shows,
Yes.
I guess it just says car shows in general. Really, how many categories will be judged?
Okay. So we got out of classes and categories. So we're doing a top 30 on this one. Top
Okay.
30 and best of. So best car, best truck, best lowrider, best hot rod, best muscle, et cetera, et
Simplified
cetera.
it basically.
Yeah. Well, we
Okay.
kept getting everybody who classified themselves in the wrong category. And everybody else was getting mad. And then they would get mad because if they felt they beat this guy.
Yeah.
Kept on saying something about it. So
Yeah.
we're going to take that problem and solve it.
eliminate it.
We're just going to eliminate the whole thing.
Okay.
No classes. Just put you in the top and best ofs.
Tops and
So you're
best
going
ofs.
up against everybody.
Right
You're not
on.
going against Camaro.
You got one for best,
Non-running
best
Audi?
DJ, best videographer,
No, that's more of like your
Best guy with a red
Yeah.
cap.
best
Says
guy-
Craving
best
cars
sprinter,
on it.
best sprinter van. How about that?
you know, maybe we
But
can
you know
add
what?
that
I think
category
even
to the next
I
one.
think even a
If you-
better
I'll tell you what.
question.
Hold on real quick.
Go
You
ahead.
can get me more than 5 Sprinter vans out there, I'll have that category.
Oh.
We can make that
I was
happen.
hoping to do like a World of Wheels thing. Just be the
And
only
we
one.
got to go.
The only
Let's
one
go
to
to the
get-
Mercedes shop
See,
and
but
say we need
that's-
to try.
You don't
five
want to
of them.
win that
kidding.
award.
Yeah, he does.
No, yeah. He goes, yeah, he does.
First
That's-
place by himself.
First place.
No,
That's
he's
the
okay.
only
You
one
got
here.
nobody against you. That's just here me giving you a award. Now, if you want, I
Well,
can
there
make
you go. How about we advertise to the KC Showdown shows to the Rigs and Rose people. Maybe you'll have like an overlanding category.
There you
Bring
go.
'em.
Something cool.
want it all.
Something
We
different.
can do it.
Yeah.
We want it all.
So,
So-
if anybody in the overlanding community doesn't just want to go off road and camp and have fun and overland,
Break it
you
out.
want to just go to a car show and hang out. KC
I mean, you
Showdown
like
can
showing
make
yours.
a category for
you
you.
like showing yours off.
We, you know what?
Right?
I
Yeah, well, to
found,
the point.
and I'm
I
not.
like showing it off. I don't really care
I
about
am
the
not
rules.
normally an overlanding off-road person, but our Rigs and Roast does bring out people that have amazing setups.
Oh, absolutely.
and
Yeah, they're
seeing
just
once
phenomenal.
they, instead of just parking the car,
Yes.
right, they break out everything that is built on.
Yes.
And it's
That's
it
still-
is pretty amazing.
And even
That's still
in
showing
the-
it, Dan.
Yeah, even in just like the little over a year that we've been kind of doing a few of these here and there,
Yep.
we've seen people come back with new additions to
Yep.
their vehicle than what they had before. Like they
Yeah.
might
Yeah,
come in
it's
with
crazy.
a basic Bronco, and now they came back and now it's lifted with bigger tires, rooftop tents,
Now, do y'all get-
fold out things.
And here's
full
what I meant to ask
360
you guys.
degree awnings that
Yeah.
come out.
Do y'all get
That is
Crazy.
crazy.
the Jeep rock climber people? that
Oh,
come
yeah.
out to those?
Yeah.
a little bit of rock
But see,
climb
we
things.
used to have them come out, and we put them in 4x4 class, because they're 4x4s.
Yeah.
But they stopped coming.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So
Jeep
judging,
Club.
I think, is always a question, right? Any car
Yes.
show, anybody
car
that
show.
is paying to get into a show,
Yes.
Ooh,
they're always
question for you.
concerned about
How they're judged.
how they're judged.
yes.
What's your process?
We got 2 judges that are coming this weekend that, of course, their whole process is on a 10-point system of 5 different categories on the judging sheet. And, of course, they're just going to walk around and look at them, walk around your car and look
right,
at it. And they're,
but not associated with a club.
no
Right.
club.
Okay.
club.
No
Yeah, yeah.
club. But they know cars. They've been around cars for so long.
Yeah.
And so
Because that's always the biggest
good.
thing, right?
That's
Is,
good.
They
is
know
who's
to look
judging?
for.
They know what
Yeah.
to look for.
They know
Right,
what to
right.
look for.
That's good.
Per se,
Whether
you know,
that's
big
stock
wheel
paint,
guys
is that a
Yeah.
brand, is
and
that a
little
wrap,
ones,
is
low
this-
riders, imports.
Yeah.
They take the time to clean this
Paint.
part.
Yeah.
And you went down this path. I mean, I gone down this path too. It's what I found listening to people, right? Because during judging, people have their own opinion.
Oh yeah.
I should have been, that car isn't as good as mine, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Who was doing the judging? I think a lot of people went down the path, and a lot of car shows went down the path of doing
Spectator.
spectator judging. But I get it, right? Those aren't knowledgeable
Right.
people when you're judging
This
cars.
kinda-
They could be, but
could be, yeah.
most of them are probably their kid just, oh, I like that car.
Well, that's their
and-
favorite car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
You know, if they're going up
That's
to
their
my
favorite
car,
color.
Yeah.
Yep.
looking at my car versus his car. Oh, I like
One
this
might be
car
better than another, but it just because they have some kind of special place in our heart for that type of car.
Yeah, I
Right.
like those.
Th-
gas
that's
seats.
correct,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
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 And
That
everybody's
kind of goes into
biased
a two-part
Yeah.
to what
question
they
we have.
like.
One part I added myself, actually. But is there going to be a People's Choice Award?
There will. Well, hold on. There's 2 ladies' choice. I'll just pick out 2 random ladies in the crowd, and just go up and say, "Hey, go real quick and go pick out your favorite car." Same with the kids' choice. So there's ladies' choice and kids' choice.
Okay.
And then we have sponsors' choice. I'll try to go up to the sponsors, probably like you guys and stuff like that, and I'll say, "Go pick.
Don't come to us.
Don't
Okay.
go pick me
Well,
one of
that-
your cars."
That was going to be
That
another
you
one.
like.
Well, should we do a Craver's Choice Award?
I'm voting
go.
on.
Car
I'm
Cravers
voting on the
Choice Award?
Grand National.
Because the people's
So,
choice,
ain't gonna be there.
I don't want to leave it up in the
There'll
hands
be
of
one there now. Watch. Just so you get
spectators
your
coming
award.
in.
I know.
So maybe, what do you think, Chris? Should we get some Craving Cars, Craver's Choice Award?
Yeah, I
trophies that
would
we
like
go
to.
Go to shows.
I mean, I think it's good.
Give a little
I think
extra
it's
out?
good that people
I
understand
mean, it'd be the
that.
one trophy that really matters that people really want to get.
Well, I think it's important that the people that show up to the show or buy a ticket because their car is being judged,
Yeah.
they understand that it's not because, oh, they have more friends than I do, right? And that's how it's being judged. Or it's a strictly group that is unique to that
yeah.
group.
I have been to shows where they do the basket in front of your car and everybody has
That's
so
right.
many
Drop a
tickets,
ticket.
or they
Yep.
gotta drop a ticket to so many cars, and it's like a lot of times it's friends voting on friends.
I used to steal those tickets and put them on my car.
I knew it. I knew you were that one. You were that kind of guy.
was.
I
No,
got
I
it.
wasn't. I'm sorry.
So, I'm looking at the questions along with you guys. Those People's Choice Awards.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
best Malibu,
prob-
yes.
probably
Good
late
job,
now
Sean.
Be a best
because
Malibu
I
award?
agree. I'll win the best Malibu.
it's late now. It's too late
know.
now because the award's already done. They're already
Damn it.
made up. And
Well, how
Good
about
job,
for future
Sean.
events? How about that?
yeah, I could.
Yeah.
Is that
But
is that
is it
sound like
crowd? Is it crowd at the car show, or is it spectators coming in to see the cars?
It's a good question, isn't it?
Because if you say that, then I'm going to vote for my buddy.
And your buddy's gonna vote for you,
Yeah, no,
or do you
my
vote for
buddy's gonna
yourself?
vote
If
for
you brought your own
himself.
car,
Yeah,
you vote for yourself.
Yeah, vote for me, guys.
You don't want to
That's
be the only
right.
guy without
Yeah.
I
a
know a
ticket
guy
in
that
your
he just
basket,
walked
right?
around the car show one day, tell everybody, vote for me, vote for me, vote
Yeah,
for me.
well, we've been there.
Yeah.
We've been at events that
Well, Chris,
we've
you
done
usually
that.
go around and start giving people 20s. For
I
votes.
Scan
did.
the QR
I'm like,
code.
oh,
and
okay,
vote for me.
okay.
I
Here's
don't
a-
want that.
That's right.
I don't want them coming up.
So then, how would they? How would you do a People's Choice Award? Then how would that even work?
You would,
That's my idea. That's
The-
the thing. I don't
okay,
like
so
to
if
leave
you
it
did
up
a
to the
People's
people.
Choice Award, and my thought is, for say you had a indoor car show, so every one of the people who paid to get in, you hand them the ticket.
Yeah.
Say, hey, you put this in the bucket
Oh yeah, there you
of
go.
the car
Like we
that
did
you
with,
like
Yeah.
the most.
like we did against, and I won that. Travis.
Yeah.
At imports versus domestic. Travis Lytle's truck.
Yeah, yeah.
That lifted one.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That truck. That black lifted one.
Is it? Is it?
You mean the
fresh paint.
non-lifted,
The
Is it?
lifted,
No, it's
non-lifted,
lifted.
It's
It
lifted.
lifted ain't. It
Is
got
it?
no air ride on it.
lifted upside down?
No, it ain't got no air ride on it. It's just a regular truck.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
regular truck on
Regular
big
truck.
wheels.
Big wheels. That's
You
it.
know, 20
Big wheels
dummy-
keep on. moving.
Killer sound system.
Yeah.
Fresh
Killer
paint.
stuff, Fresh paint.
Fresh paint.
Nice truck.
Was it wet?
But
Is it
me and
lifted
him
because
had
he
that.
has 60-inch rims on the damn thing?
Me and him- me and him
Well,
had
wait a
that.
minute. Let me say it. He has 23s.
28.
28.
28s?
Get
Is that what
right.
it is now?
Why you downsizing them
That's
like
right.
that?
That's
But
right. 28s.
we had that at
There you go.
Import versus Domestic, our last show at Union Station. Me and him went head to head, and whoever thought put a ticket in the bucket, and I
Okay.
won.
So why don't we do a? How do we do a? How would we do a Craving like a Car Cravers Award? Do we need to do like a live show, walk around, and then people have to vote online?
Well, you know what? You and
live?
me have done this at many
What's the
car
best one?
shows.
You
Yeah.
could do
And
that.
we always
Yeah,
walk
that would be
around
cool.
and choose our own personals, not because we know the person. We
Usually
we
because
do
they're
it.
better.
That's right. We always go by.
Okay.
We always go by what we think is actually a great car,
yeah.
and then we
Right.
start breaking it down.
Absolutely. Yeah. Then we
Yeah.
kind of go from there. And usually, you come up with your answers, and I say, you're all
They're
wrong.
stupid.
but
No.
mine are the
Yeah,
best
you
ones.
tell me
Yeah.
they're stupid.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's because that's accurate. And that's usually how it goes.
But you know what's funny is we always come back to we normally
Or-
come back to the
ooh,
same car.
What about this? What if we pick like between us our top ones, and then the live audience has to pick.
We can do that.
Their favorite out of what we picked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give them 4 choices,
Uh-huh.
and then they pick them.
And then they got to pick
Yeah.
the winner of that.
Yeah.
Then
And,
y'all,
and they get like a award, like a 4-foot award or something.
yeah, that you guys can make
Well,
yourself and get it done.
sure.
Oh, about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can
You
get
know
that done.
trophy shops. Get you one of their bowling trophies
Never.
from
What's
home.
what's
I got
the-
2 bags of
put a-
chips.
Plate.
to the winner.
To the
And yeah.
Jimmy's Chips Barbecue.
Jimmy's barbecue chips. There
Or
you
you
go.
can get jalapenos. Those are good.
And
too.
we could do that, maybe on our June 15th show.
Yeah.
We could try that. I'm open.
It's
Try
funny you
anything,
say
of
June
course.
because I think we're out of town on that weekend.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
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 Yes,
So that- I
but
don't
you're
know-
giving
I
me
don't- I don't know
ideas
if that's
for
going to
next-
work for the June
I
15th
know.
next show.
Well, probably
But
not by
possibly
Saturday.
one of them. Maybe maybe the one that's in Independence.
All I got to say is don't come
July
bitch at us
27th.
come Saturday
July
when you don't
27th,
win.
maybe. Maybe we could do July 27th.
Not our
I think we
choice.
should work something out. What does everybody think about that? Leave some comments in the description
Yeah.
if you are watching
Yeah.
this not live. If so, put it in the chat.
Anything you guys want to
If
add?
you want to see Car Cravers Awards and want to be part of that voting possibility, then definitely put that in there.
Yes. Okay, this weekend
Yep.
starts at noon,
Okay.
right? So if you get there at 9 o'clock in the morning, because I get there at 8, start setting up, and I see cars pull in, like early guys. And I get you're early. You want to be there and get a good spot.
Yeah.
But this is a big park.
It's a big park, yeah.
If you get there at
There's
9
not a bad
o'clock in
spot
the
in the park.
morning
Yeah.
and start setting up at 10, whatever, and cleaning your car, wiping it down, don't come to me at 4 o'clock, please, and say, when are awards? Because awards are at 6.
There you go.
Now, if we don't do them right at 6, we try to push at 6:30 or 7. Depends on how many people we have and how the judges are doing.
Gotcha.
So it's $25 cash, please. I do have a credit card machine, but it's $25 registration for judge cars, $10 for non-judge. Non-judge cars will be able to park with the show cars. We just won't give you the paperwork and everything to get you in to the show. We'll give you a different ticket to show the guy, and that way you get in and park with everybody else.
Okay.
So please, don't come at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. We get them all the time. It's okay.
Yeah.
We don't bother us.
All right, Corey, we won't show up till
12:01.
noon.
But
Yeah.
please don't show up at 9 and ask when awards are at 3 o'clock.
That's right. That's
Because
right.
you're going to be there all day with
It's
us.
a long day.
And we tell them, you got to leave. But, we feel like your information, I got them. I get people that come to my
awards,
house.
Your shows before. I've seen awards where they had to go for something, but you still had the rewards for them to pick up.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, they come
Yeah.
to my house.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
my
the
house,
judging
no,
starts at what time? Starts.
Judging's going to start at like 1 o'clock. It's going to start
Okay.
on the dot, and because we don't want this to draw or go over our 6 p.m. deadline,
And then judging ends at
we're going to have it in about maybe 4.
4 o'clock,
Yeah.
which gives 2 hours to get everything organized, get
all that.
awards
So,
ready. And
Well,
do that.
usually,
Okay.
what's the last moment that someone can enter? So let's say, hey,
4.
I've got to work. I can't get there by noon. What's the
3:30.
latest that
4.
someone can show up?
4. We get them there at 4.
4
We like
o'clock. I'll give you till 4.
So if they got to work till 3, they can get home, they get stuff cleaned up, they get the car, they
Yeah.
can spot clean it real fast, show up.
And we get
they
people
get to
like
the
that.
show. If they get parked by 4 o'clock, they can be entered in the show.
we get people that show up late
yeah.
yeah.
and
Well, yeah.
expect
We
to get
understand.
in.
I mean, like us, we're
Still.
not going to be there on time.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll be there at
Totally
4.
going to be
We
late.
wouldn't expect you to be there.
About
on
what?
time.
3:30.
You're never there.
I'm happy with that.
You're
Yeah, we
never
can do
there
that.
when we need
Red Bull's there. What do we care?
you. Yeah.
There
You know what?
go.
Don't even show
So
up.
if you show up, you think you're going to be tired, you're not going to be because Red Bull's going to be.
Because I put you
right.
guys on the trophies
are on the
sponsors. I just
trophies.
want
I
you
know.
to know
You know
that.
what? And I did share
know what that
the.
cost
You
me?
want to show them a picture
Yeah.
of that again?
You know what that cost me?
No.
I hope nothing.
No, it costs a lot.
Oh, okay.
Those awards aren't cheap.
No.
They're not?
And they
No.
are nice. I was
Yes.
going to tell you
Oh
to bring
my
one,
God.
but you
I like it.
didn't.
Oh man, the
They are
awards,
nice.
I pulled
They are
them out
nice.
of the box last
Yeah.
night or the other
They look
night.
good.
They
For what
look
I
nice.
paid for them,
Especially
they better
the
look
best
good.
like announcer video guy award. That was probably the best looking one.
Best Chris
character
in the
award.
building.
Yeah, best character
Chris and
award.
Corey.
Best character award.
Hey, there you go.
The best Craving
character.
cars. Who has the best Craving cars? Anybody? Oh, it's
right.
Craving cars.
Which one of you guys are
No.
bringing
There
a
you
car?
go.
Yeah.
I brought mini cars to your show
So
before.
if you could
There you
bring
go.
a car out this
Yeah.
weekend.
Bring your car out.
This weekend.
Should we bring a car too? We could put trailer.
Sure.
trailer-
Get it there.
Hey, Denny,
we
can
gonna-
we? Can
we
you?
gonna trailer the
Can you
Audi?
haul my car again?
Are we gonna
please?
are we gonna trailer the Audi in?
Yeah, I would. You know
It's-
what?
it's a trailer queen.
It is show ready as long as I don't have to start it.
No,
It's a
It
trailer
does
queen.
work.
I
It-
get people that just drive them on and off the trailer.
there you go. Well,
all the
that's
time.
that's your boy next to you, Stacy. He trailers
No,
that
no,
thing
he
in.
drives
He
my
don't.
Car on a
Hey,
trailer.
we
drives-
can hook your
Mm,
battery
he
in.
brings it into a
We can hook
camper.
electrical work up to the
Yeah,
van
no.
so your lights can
You
work on
probably
the
won't
Audi.
see it on the trailer if it's stolen.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in the
All right, I think we're done because we're overtime. But big shout to everybody online. Obviously, all of our friends, followers. I can't even go
thank
through
you
them all.
for-
Steven, Will, Sean. I mean, so many that are on here. Especially
Our
the
BFF,
we're-
Mark from Ohio, our,
Yeah.
our women that are watching.
and the KC car
They're
chick.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a.
That's probably the biggest
know.
plus on here.
Why did I get that
We
today?
got a
One
girl
chick.
watching us. We got a
Right?
girl watching us.
One
This
chick.
is awesome.
One
We've
chick.
made it.
Maybe
we have
you
a
need to
woman
have some
watching
ladies on. Maybe you need to have her on.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
You know
we
what?
will.
It's probably your wife. To be honest, she left, and now all of a sudden she's
yeah.
chiming in.
Yeah, there you
So-
go. She's mad.
Hey,
She's
don't get
You
weird.
never
downstairs.
know.
They won't let her in downstairs.
There you go.
So,
But
real
thanks to
quick,
all of you guys.
No, we appreciate you guys. Thank you, Denny.
What are you
Thank
trying
you,
to do?
Stacy, for being on.
What do you got to say?
what do you gotta
Wait,
say?
wait. Let's cut them off.
Crap, we got one more
Sorry
thing.
about that. We just want to let everybody know you can go to KC Showdown Promotions page on Facebook.
Facebook.
Look under the events, and I'll give
Yep.
you the listing for all of our events. My phone number's on there. If you got any problems or anything, get in there to the show this weekend. Call me. Maybe I answer, maybe I don't. You never know.
It's hard
Could
to
be
say.
that one.
It's hard to
He's going to
say.
answer.
Could be that one time.
Hey, if he doesn't answer, he's got the, hey, man, you reached that end, hey, man. Hey, man, I like it. Get back to it and stuff.
I'm good. Give me some more bass in my voice.
Yes. You know,
figure
it
that out.
doesn't hurt
Maybe,
to have
hey,
more
give
bass
me
in your
some more
voice.
bass in
Thank
my
you.
voice.
Greatly appreciate you guys being here.
That's the bass I was looking for.
There
Thanks
you
for
go.
having
There you
us.
go. Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
awesome
Appreciate
having you
having
guys
us.
on here. Looking
Oh,
excited
here he
for
goes.
Saturday for the show.
Yes, sir.
I also want to thank all of our sponsors once again. We got Richline Motorsports. We got We Are Warriors. We got Timely Delivery Service. We got Uncorked Wine and Spirits. And our newest addition to Craving Cars is we have the Flying H drag strip. Which
That's
is
right.
pretty exciting stuff coming up with that. And more importantly is we want to thank our most supportive followers.
FBI.
Is the
Oh, I'm
FBI.
sorry. I mean, wife.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's it. Our spouses, thank you so
CIA.
much to our wives. They are awesome and amazing to let us
Yeah.
actually do something like this. With
Big shout to Tamara and Dottie.
Yes.
I mean,
Thank
for
you so
sure.
much. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
And we love them ever so much. And we also love you guys. And more importantly, on top of that, to all you cravers out there,
Keep craving.
that's it.
Here we go.